Hello students, hope you are doing well. Today we are going to start unit number 4, an important very short concepts, out of which in your intermediate public examination you are going to get 2 concepts from unit number 4 and we need to prepare only 4 concepts. So the choice is very advantageous. If you prepare 4, you are getting 2 concepts. So let us start with our first concept from unit number 4, that is money cost. What do you mean by money cost? The money spent by a firm in the process of production of its output. I already said you the difference between firm and industry. So whatever the money which is spent by firm for the process of production or in the process of production is known as money cost. We use raw materials, we use inputs, we use machinery, and then we prepare the final output. So before producing the final output, in the process of production, whatever money you have spent, that is called as money cost. For example, the salaries which we give to the laborers and the wages which are given to laborers are also money cost. Salaries is nothing but I need to give money, I am spending money. Is that clear? So labor is also a factors of production. As you know that there are 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital and organization. If I spend money on land, or if I spend money on labor, or if I spend money on capital or organization, is nothing but money cost. So in simple terms, the money spent by a firm in the process of production of its output is known as money cost. Example, wages and salaries given to laborers. The second one is opportunity cost. It is nothing but the next best alternative use. Next best alternative use of factors of production is nothing but opportunity cost. For example, imagine if my blue marker is not functioning properly. Imagine that it is working very light. So instead of this blue marker, the alternative which I have searched is a black marker. So the black marker is functioning very good. So this is my opportunity cost, means it is the best alternative according to me. So what is opportunity cost? It is the next best alternative use of a factors of production. And what are factors of production? I said you just now: land, labor, capital and organization. For example, if a farmer decides to grow wheat instead of rice, then the opportunity cost is also called as alternative cost and economic cost. For example, if he is growing rice, it is not profitable for him. If he is getting losses, then the next best alternative which he have choose is wheat. So it is called as opportunity cost. The other 2 names of opportunity cost is alternative cost or economic cost. Let us go to the third concept, that is division of labor. Our third concept is division of labor. Now here it indicates division of an activity among workers in such a way that every worker gets an activity to do. That means I am dividing an activity or I am dividing a work among each and every worker in such a way that every worker gets an activity to do. No one is sitting idle over there. Every person is getting some or the other work to do. That is nothing but division of labor. So here a complete product is not manufactured by a single producer. Means I am dividing same work to different workers. So every worker is not producing the whole single commodity because the work is getting divided. What are the advantages of division of labor? It increases the output per worker. means each worker how much output it is producing, that will be increased. Then it also increase efficiency and skills of workers, because one person is doing only one work, he is not doing many works, so he will not get confused, he will be getting specialized in that same work. That means he is increasing his efficiency and skills. So these are the advantages of division of labor. And our last concept is capital accumulation. Accumulation means gathering or bringing together. Capital accumulation means gathering of capital goods in large number. Gathering of which goods? Capital goods. Gathering of which goods? Capital goods in large numbers for further production. Means if I want to go to the next step of production, I require capital goods. Without capital goods, I cannot step into the further production process. So we need to gather all the capital goods for the further production. That is nothing but capital accumulation. For example, these capital goods or such capital goods include machines, tools, transport equipment and electricity. Without these things, you cannot go to the further process of production. Hence, this is termed as capital accumulation. So, we have discussed money cost, opportunity cost, division of labor and capital accumulation, which are 4 concepts, out of which we are going to get 2 important in your IPE examinations. See you in the next class with some more and interesting topics. Till that, stay home, stay safe and practice each definition for 5 times. Write it for 5 times and learn it for 10 times.